Hello, my dear students. How are you today? I hope you're all doing fine and in good condition amidst our situation. Are you ready to learn new things? Come and join me. I am Rhona Ramos, your science teacher. Let's go! Science Quarter 2, Module 5. Organisms interacting with each other and with their environment to survive. Our objective is differentiate biotic from abiotic components of an ecosystem. In the previous lesson, you have learned the different levels of organization of an organism. Those are cell, tissue, organ system, organism, population, community, ecosystem, and biosphere. Ecosystem is a community of living things interacting with its non-living environment. The branch that deals with the study of organisms and how they interact with the environment around them is called ecology. Ecosystem is subdivided into two types, biotic and abiotic components. Ecosystem is subdivided into two, abiotic and biotic. A means without and bios from the Greek word means life, which means abiotic is the non-living things, while biotic are the living things. Examples of abiotic components are sunlight, water, temperature, wind, and soil. Another example of abiotic components are disturbances such as fire, typhoon, and volcanic eruption which can devastate communities. Abiotic components have important roles in the survival of the living organisms in the ecosystem. Biotic components of an ecosystem refer to the living things which are classified based on how they acquire energy. These are producer, consumer, and decomposer. Producers or autotrophs are organisms that can make their own food. They can obtain nutrients from their environment and use sunlight as source of energy. Another one is the consumers or heterotrophs. These are the organisms that feed on producers or other consumers. Consumers are classified into four. One of it is the herbivores. These are the organisms that consumes plants, or the plant-eating animals because they feed on plants only. The second types are the carnivores. These are the organisms that eat meat only, or they feed on other animals. Another type of consumer are the omnivores. These are the organisms that eat both plants and animals. And the last type are the scavengers. These are the organisms that feed on dead organisms that were either killed by other organisms or died naturally. Examples are vulture and hyena. Decomposers. These are the organisms that recycle organic matter to inorganic matter. They break down dead organic materials to inorganic materials in soil and water. Inorganic materials that can be taken up as nutrients by producers. Examples are fungi and bacteria. After discussing the different factors in the ecosystem, let us look at the picture. Identify the biotic factors or the living things. Let's see if you're correct. The bird, the butterfly, grasshopper, grass, shrubs, fish, the leaf or plant, and the frog. Correct! And now, let us identify the abiotic factors or the non-living things. The answers are mountains, sand, rocks, water, soil, and temperature. Good job! The abiotic and biotic components of ecosystem work hand in hand to maintain balance in our environment. Without the abiotic components, living things cannot survive. Organisms both depend on biotic and abiotic factors in their environment. The light coming from the sun is important to plants in order for them to make their own food through the process known as photosynthesis. The sun plays an important role in the production of oxygen. Air that contains oxygen that is produced by plants and trees are needed by humans and animals in order to breathe. Humans, plants, and animals will not be able to survive without air. The sun also plays an important role in the regulation of temperature. Temperature is important for the proper growth of plants as well as animals. All plants and animals survive with minimum or maximum amount of temperature. As a summary of our lesson, let us consider this. Components of ecosystem are abiotic factors and biotic factors. Abiotic factors are subdivided into two, the climatic factors and edaphic factors. Climatic factors include light, rain, temperature, and wind, while edaphic factors contains minerals, soil, and topography. In biotic factors, these are classified into three: the producers, consumers, and decomposers. Producers are the green plants. Consumers are the herbivores, carnivores, omnivores, and scavengers, and the decomposers are the bacteria and fungi. Do you have any question regarding our lesson? If none, let us consider this. Answer the following questions. Choose the correct word to complete the sentence. Here are the choices: producers, abiotic, consumers, biotic, decomposer. Let us answer. Number 1. Blank is known as non-living things. The correct answer is abiotic. Number 2. Blank is known as living things. The correct answer is biotic. Number 3. Blank is also known as autotrophs that produce their own food. That is producers. Number 4. Blank are organisms that fed on plants or animals in order to survive. The answer is consumers. And the last one, blank are organisms that decompose the dead bodies back into organic matter. That is decomposer. Good job! It seems that you really understand our lesson. Do you have any more question or clarification regarding our lesson? If none, it is the time for you to answer all the activities and assessment in your module. Thank you. Good luck. Have a nice day. God bless. See you next time. Bye.